anyone that wants to be a scientist can be a scientist. Your identity has to be part of that. Your Indigenous identity has to be there.
Here are two Indigenous scientists who are bringing that cultural knowledge into their work and who are the first to accomplish milestones in their fields. Laurie Rousseau-Nepton says she didn't know she was the first Indigenous woman to earn a Ph.D. in astronomy in Canada. She says she's bringing in traditional knowledge from her community of Pakwakaimanimuts into her work on solar eclipses.
I started looking and found a beautiful story about eclipses. And those stories really highlighted the fact that our ancestor really had a deep understanding of those phenomena. And to me, it was like eye-opening. Like, I wanted to know more. And what I learned from my community is a little bit of that wisdom, to look into those phenomena, to observe them, to understand them. And it kind of reconnected with everything that I've been doing, observing the night sky and trying to understand it.
Connecting Indigenous knowledge with science isn't the first for Indigenous scientists, and in recent years, that knowledge is starting to be recognized. Launched in 2022, the Shackleton Medal is awarded to recipients for protecting the world's polar regions. This year, for the first time in its brief history, an Indigenous woman, Valérie Courtois from Massachusetts, won the award.
When I learned that I had been chosen as the winner of the Shackleton Medal this year, I first of all I was super honored. My aunties, they're always huge fans, and they're the first to comment on Facebook when these things come out. And the word they use is "ashwinishun," which means I glow with pride in our language.
Courtois says she sees two ongoing environmental crises underway: biodiversity loss and climate change. One way to address them include more Indigenous perspective.
The best avenue for that action is the empowerment and recognition of the nationhood of Indigenous peoples and the contributions that we can make in decision-making and bringing in our values and knowledge systems.
Whether stories, action, or empowerment is being applied to the sky or land, these two Indigenous scientists are trailblazing a more diverse and more connected future in their respected fields. Atzu Levern, CBC Indigenous, Vancouver.